April 12th, 2022 at 11:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everyone cannot come, Ashanti. My first real step through the door of a parallel universe. I love myself a lot. I am up in my head, and this is a major battle for me at this time. It's like the more I want to move forward, the more I feel like I am being sat down. I still have shadow work to do. It definitely makes me cry and want to cry more because I just want to transform completely already and now. But I am seeing and feeling that I am not yet ready internally. My intuition has been telling me to rest, to talk to my angels, ancestors, and spiritual team. Also, to get into deep meditations each day, proper sleep, and to ground myself every day. But for some reason, I cannot just stop. Just stop it now. Stop, stop, stop. I need to meditate and recall all of the parts of me from past trauma while also evaluating each situation to get the understanding, gain the lesson, and transmute that negative or trigger into a positive and into things that are no longer a trigger. For example, rape, incest, being called crazy, being called fake, being called a know-it-all. You think you're all that. You think you are the shit, don't you? What makes you think you're special? You are not all that. Why would you get into tarot? You are a weirdo, or you're weird. You're a hoe. Even my thoughts to myself, which pertains to some listed up top. For example, do you really think you are special? What makes you think you deserve a good life, or life that you envision in your head? What makes you think you won't go back to the old you? Who says you are special? Do you really think you have a spirit team? Can you really work next to lawyers, judges, and lawmakers? They are educated and better than you are. Can you really maintain and handle your own business? Hawaii is expensive, and I will be alone there. Do I really think I can make it? And that God will protect me and make a way for me. I have no money or income, and I live with my mom. What makes me think that I can really get this contract from the government to hire me? Then have a 500,000 plus home with this career that is my passion, while having my daughter be so proud of me and being my best friend. Who says I can work when I want? Have spa days, vacations with my family, be the luckiest, the most blessed, the most loved by my husband and future kids, living in peace and so closely connected to the divine as I envision. Why do I deserve this and not someone else? Am I really worth this gift of an idea of reforming DCFS and CPS and governments across the world on how children are currently being operated with? Has God really given me the power to make this happen and send helpers my way every step of the way? Why me? Why my soul? Why do I love God so much, although my whole life I've been mistreated? How come I never blamed him? Why is my heart so big still? How did I make it here to the other side of the drugs and smoking, the drinking and fast living? Why did I make it and not so many millions of people? Why me? Why me? Why me? Am I good enough? Can I trust this route? Why wouldn't I trust this route? I've healed so much along the way. Will I keep my promise to my daughter, showing her what a strong woman looks like up close, living in a luxurious home with no financial constraints, and us doing so many different things together, and me paying for her to indulge in so many different artistic and creative ventures? Will I do this? Can I do this? Why do I have the opportunity to do this? Does this mean I will live far from my family? What about our yearly meets at my uncle's house for his birthday? Will I still go? Who will I be on the other side or next level of my life? Because I can feel that it will be nothing, and I mean nothing at all, like who I was before and am even now. It makes me feel very uneasy. Will my family cast me out for being as highly spiritual as I know I am about to get? Will I be called a freak and still be triggered? Will I be accepted by my work partners, although I do not have a college degree? Will my words in this world really matter and help people as I yearn for them to do? Will my words in this world really matter and help people as I yearn for them to do? Do I matter to myself right now? Should I just go back to the old me? Would this be easier than moving forward? Do I have the strength, and will I continue knowing that this next move is officially stepping away from the Ashanti Renee Hummins as I once knew? Will I like the new or higher self version of me? Will life be fun? Will I have best friends or friends? Am I biting off more than I can chew? The answer is stop, pray, meditate, rest, walk, play, read. Stop, pray, meditate, rest, walk, play, read. As many times, days, weeks, months it takes, while eating lightly and drinking lots of water until I have clarity with all that I question, until I am confident in my next step, regardless of my decision. Thank you, God. Thank you, Ashanti Hummins, aka Burkana Alchemy. Love.